I mean, it's free. It's free Earth Power. Excellent as he does hard switch. I mean, that was his only switch in. Torkoal is a problem. You never thought you'd hear those words, right? What's up, guys? It's Mrjamvad, and today we are back on the Pokemon Showdown server for what y'all have been waiting for all week. Uber Sunday, baby. And throughout the years, man, I feel like I've pulled a lot of people into Ubers, man, because these do as well as my OU lives, sometimes not better. So there's definitely a group of people that look forward to these. So yeah, welcome for that. We're using some interesting Pokemon today. We're gonna hop right into it. But ladies and gents, let me. So those that house tour gear that you saw earlier in this video, that's because we got a house tour coming. Well, house tour is going on right now. We got a house tour going on right now, and it's booming, people. It's booming. I'm gonna be uploading some of the replays from those, and yeah. So if right now the only thing I'm having a little bit of problems with is just how I want to organize it as far as to set up the replays, so that I wish there was a site I could just put the replays so people can just click the link, like just click their name and then it opens the replay. Right now that's real disorganized and I'm not sure how to do it better. So if you guys know a place where I can go, or if you're very good with that kind of thing, you know, a website where you can set up that whole thing, then please, that'd be really helpful. Just click the link in the Discord below or comment. Let me know what you guys can do. I'd very much appreciate that. So let's see in this one. I'm gonna take these a lot more seriously. I feel like I've been goofing around a lot, and that's not what this channel is about. Every now and once in a while, but definitely not. So let's beat everybody down, or at the very least pay attention. So Ridiculous, dangerous in this one. That's gonna be my win con over everything else. Over Gyarados. Over everything else. Gyarados is secondary. Zacian cannot be guarded against. I'm assuming that's a Scarf Dugtrio, so goal wise don't allow Zacian to take any damage, though that's gonna probably be unavoidable because I have to wild charge Corviknight. Torkoal, Weather Resetter, hey! But also to get up Stealth Rocks, primarily for any sash breaking and to limit this from coming in, because it's actually quite annoying. Eternatus guards well against nothing in particular, but with this set, it's gonna be very annoying for him to deal with Dragon Tail under the sun, under the sun at least. And QUAGSIRE, Curse, once depending on what this is, allows me to beat everything else. So all that being said, my worst case scenario on lead would be his Eternatus. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually lead with my Zacian, because I figured he'd lead Eternatus, right? And I'm trying to force this out as early as possible. He cannot knock me out with any one move. I don't believe this gets access to Fire Blast. I know it flamethrowers a lot, but I don't think it gets access to Fire Blast. What this allows me to do is go for the Behemoth Blaze, which is likely Rocky Helmet Corviknight to get the get the little bit of damage necessary for Dugtrio to be able to knock me out. So now I'm expecting the opponent to either double out to Dugtrio, anticipating the wild charge. I could have Fire Fang, so that could be something he's wary of, or he's just gonna opt straight for the U-turn. So as far as things that, you know, outcomes I can't afford to have, I'm gonna go to Eternatus, because remember, ultimately Ridiculous should win. So I expected the U-turn there. I'm actually trying to bait out the Dugtrio. I don't think he's gonna go to Dugtrio here because he just has no information on my Eternatus. I doubt he's paying attention to how much U-turn damage did. I'm max, so nothing on his scene can outcome me except his Eternatus. If he goes to it, you'll see that I don't have an item. Now I have Habanberry on this, so there's nothing his Eternatus can go for to knock me out. I can't knock him out either. However, if I get the damage on him, it's irrelevant. What am I kidding? Ridiculous Calm Minding is my go-to no matter what. I want to be careful about Dynamaxing, because you know the Zacian can just use the steel move and smack me. But I will be having the Acid Armor. He doesn't have a dark type, so it's mono attacking as we lure out the Dugtrio, which is what I wanted, and I'll be able to Dragon Tail here, as we're gonna see what kind of Dugtrio he is. Nothing can knock me out, not even Banded. As he stealth rocks, so he must have been Sash if he stealth rocked there. As Barraskewda rears its ugly head. This is interesting, right? Because I think he's gonna just go for Psychic Fangs. I'm debating whether I want this to take this damage or not. If he doubles back out, what do you go to? So I don't want QUAGSIRE versus Pelipper, because then that's gonna allow the cycle to come back. So what I actually do is I'm gonna go to my Torkoal here, right? Torkoal, weakest link for sure. Oh, Drill Run. That's something they run as well. Interesting. That's banded Drill Run. I'm defensive, right? I'm actually not defensive, so that might not be banded. So Corviknight likely to rear its ugly head here. Drill Run, huh? I expected Psychic Fangs there. Maybe Drill Runs or something that I'm not familiar with. So we're gonna double out T-Tornadus here. Positionally, he's just the best. I don't think he'd go Pelipper unless he has Hurricane. Corviknight, depending on the Corviknight set, this might be a setup fodder. So he does go to Pelipper instead. And what I'll do is take advantage of this. Yeah, I'll Dragon Tail here. I mean, if he stays in, he's gonna go to Zacian. He could go to Zacian now. The T-Spike just only affects Barraskewda and Dugtrio, which I don't find it worth. And then he has a T-Spike absorber. So he U-turns here. Obviously, the fact that I went second implies that I'm gonna go for Dragon Tail. This is gonna hurt. Curious as to how much it's gonna hurt though. Because I do believe if he is packing something that's of worth, he'll double switch because he's very weak to my Quag. We'll see. We'll see. Part of me wants to recover for the long-term sake because the Quag is so obvious, and then you just double out into something that you believe can harm my QUAGSIRE. Perhaps Barraskewda in the rain choice banded Barraskewda. I have outs versus that, so I'm gonna play it patiently because I just don't know how much it does. As he does stand, so let's see. He's gonna just play rough twice. So I guess he's figures, well, I can just hard Barraskewda here rather than pair it right. But again, I had outs versus that, so actually I could have went hard. I didn't realize the rain turn was ending there. I actually could have went hard this. Okay, so this is probably a kill here because I don't believe that the Corviknight should go down here. I'm expecting him to go to that unless he scarf Dugtrio. Corviknight, I want Corviknight gone for my Gyarados' sake. So Behemoth Blade here, and we're gonna find out whether or not the Dugtrio is scarf. I don't believe it is. If it is, I Dragon Dance, unless again Pelipper has Hurricane, is gonna put him in a really bad spot versus a Dynamax Gyarados. Max Airstream isn't as common, but as he goes Barraskewda scarf, or is he trying to force the kill? Aqua Jet, huh? Okay. Okay, we'll go to weakest link Eternatus. It's just because I'm like, there's just no way you go Barraskewda there. That's just never the play. This is a recover, as I'm gonna keep this relatively healthy. There's no point in me flamethrowing here, especially because he could choose to go to because he's seen Dragon Tail, and that's it. Really, actually, that's all he's seen. But this still has a lot of value in it. Upon recovering, nothing KOs. And remember, really, if I just go to my runic list, I let that Barraskewda lock itself into something that's something he doesn't want to be locked into. I go for Acid Armor, and pretty much nothing on his team can kill me unless he goes to Eternatus on the turn. I Acid Armor and he's Life Orb. As I'm pretty sure I'll take this. Yeah. Oh hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh man, you hate to see it. So he's probably gonna go for the water move here. That's a wasted Dynamax. I do believe he's gonna water move here. It doesn't truly matter. I don't need to keep this for any reason. Yeah, I figured, because he had a lot to lose if I did end up okay, so we'll just Dragon Tail here, force him out. He had a lot to lose, so T-Spike here, force that Eternatus in. And now he's gonna go for his dragon move. So this is an interesting turn, right? Because you'd expect, well, Zacian to come out, yada yada yada. I don't have enough information on this. Once Pelipper dies, Zacian wins by itself. He's definitely gonna go for his move, which I don't mind. I need this hit for Gyarados to sweep anyway. At this point, Gyarados, assuming, well, Gyarados does not okay, so he substitutes. Hopefully I connect this. So this is actually a really big turn because he substituted predicting my Zacian to come in, which means he's gonna go for the attack here. Oh, you hate to see it. Is he hacks fishing? No, he's just trying to predict my Zacian to come in. He doesn't know I have Hoban, so this might end up knocking him out. Oh, come on, come on. I'm forced to stay in. This guarantees a kill though, as we play rough. Nah, I really don't want to miss, cause like his outs would be Pelipper into. I'll just bam a blade. I probably to the kill Pelipper. I want to knock the Pelipper out, but part of me actually doesn't want to knock it out either because it's set up fodder for Gira. And at this point, if Pelipper goes down, that's really whack though, because if this got Dragon Tailed, and let's say I did knock him out, then there was nothing for my QUAGSIRE, assuming that the Pelipper dies, or well, the last three can't touch Quag. So it gives me Dougie, which gives me a lot of information. That means at best he can speed tie with me, like he doesn't have anything for me, or he goes Pelipper and sacks something to the water move. But I'm setting up for Reuniclus at this point. He's shown that he is not Life Orb, which means, again, once I get him to lock into something, as he decides to go Zacian, he's gonna double switch out, or maybe I want the speed tie there. No, he just Behemoth Blaze. You can't risk it, I guess. So here comes Pelipper. Annoying because I risk being burned here. He's used his Dynamax already. I have not. Trying to think if I'll recover here. I know he's gonna Scald. So I've seen Scald, Roost, maybe Hurricane. If he burns me, I still beat his other three. So that's not a concern. So Scald's doing that little. That means Reuniclus can take 2 Scald. I don't need to even play that game. I don't need Zacian any longer. This is a question of which one I want to keep. So like say right here, I could go Reuniclus and Acid Armor. Pretty sure that's game. He's gonna U-turn out, Acid Armor up. I could go Gyarados and Dragon Dance, but if he has Hurricane, then I play a little bit more around with stuff. So I'd Acid Armor here. I do want, even if this doesn't go as planned, I still can win with Gyarados plus QUAGSIRE. I just want to end this game pronto as he goes Barraskewda Excelente. That's exactly what I needed, as we'll just recover here. Liquidation is still gonna hurt, but it's nowhere near enough, and we'll Calm Mind here as he goes to Eternatus most likely. Goes to Zacian, which means he might have Swords Dance, which is fine. I'll just Psychic and then go to QUAGSIRE afterwards. That does nothing, man. But yeah, we'll just go QUAGSIRE afterwards. So if he Swords Dance, that means I know his entire moveset. gotta recover here to make sure I'm outside of range. Reuniclus doesn't get 2AK by any move. U-turns. So he's gonna do the Barraskewda route, which means Barraskewda is dead now. Or do I want to keep Gyarados' Dynamax? Because I'm giving him openings. I didn't expect that. I should have prepped better for a potential Swords Dance on Zacian. That's something I didn't account for. But once once this is gone, then QUAGSIRE just wins. So I could Dynamax here, kill Barraskewda. Then I'm staring down what Eternatus, where it's doing double the damage. So it's just a matter of who's more useless. So Barraskewda return to his banded. Okay, I have the Intimidate on Gyarados. I'll play it that route. I'll neutralize his liquidation. Actually, it still did a ton to me. Is that the correct play? One more turn of rain. I figured it would knock him out, but I'm just thinking what outs he could have, because Eternatus, because it's so healthy, is a problem. And I'm not sure how much Dynamax Cannon is going to be doing. The Pelipper is actually quite annoying. Pelipper is actually problematic. Upside is the fact that he has to always go hard Zacian. Didn't go hard Zacian, which is, I think, is a misplay. Now I don't know if he can win. Especially if he goes Pelipper here. Now I don't know if he can win, because all I have to do is keep Reuniclus in the back. Though, yeah, he could probably try to double switch out here. I think Reuniclus is too much of a problem, and I haven't used my Dynamax yet. Crit fishing, huh? Or just anticipated the double. Nah, he's crit fishing. Yeah. Pelipper here. Nah, he's gonna Skull Span. Ugh. I don't think there's a way around this. I'm gonna be playing with a burnt Quag. So we'll recover here. I don't think I played this the best it could be played. I'm not sure what his other move is. Probably Defog and Roost and all that. Spadef drop, the fact that I'm not getting burnt here is so nice. I really want to. Oh, I only have a few recovers left. It just dawned on me. Fook. I only have a few recovers left. So we'll recover here. I'll probably come nowhere close to 2KOing this thing. Max guys are there. Max guys are +4. Depends on when he gets it. He gets the burn there, which is what makes all the difference. We'll see. We'll see. Because certain things need to happen. Yeah, I think it's done. I think it's done no matter what. I should have removed this Pelipper earlier. I didn't anticipate how big of a problem this Pokemon would be. I went the wrong sequence of moves. Because I believe if Zacian, what I could have done instead was hold a position that can't be defended against, meaning Zacian. So whenever that comes in, it's a kill, rather than go the route of attempting to set up with a slow sweeper. I figured that had no downside because I didn't expect Zacian to have Swords Dance, but that's relatively common. So two things I did completely wrong in this one. Underestimated how annoying Pelipper would be, and because right now, it's not enough because I'm forced to recover here as he U-turns. He gets the +1. That's gonna be more than enough to knock me out with 2 acid armor here. Yeah, he still has the upper. It's gonna be close actually. It's gonna be close actually. It's not that simple. Oh my god! I actually could have. That was probably a roll. He played his outs, and I played poorly with my potential win cons. It actually could have been really close there. I probably could have done that earlier in the game. So the earlier time when I had the swords, I made several mistakes in that one. Just a plethora of mistakes. I enjoyed that game though. I'm not gonna lie. He played to his outs. I completely underestimated Pelipper. There are probably a couple of times where I could have won the game. I don't think his Pelipper had Hurricane. So there were a couple of times where my Gyarados could have just come in on the Pelipper. The rain is up. I either, like if he goes to Zacian on me, I set up Destroy. Or if he goes for, so if he goes Zacian on my sub on the Pelipper, then the Pelipper has the rain up. I Dynamax and knock him out with whether it's going to be Geyser or it's going to be Earthquake. Likely Earthquake. That way I can eat up the hit from the Poison Dragon afterwards. So many mistakes, but I'm okay with that. I always get pumped for. Again, I want to normalize mistake making and kind of get rid of this idea of now I need to beat myself up, or now because I did not win that game it now means this. Doesn't mean anything. You can look back at the replay. So what I'd do there in that situation, I'd pause the game, not pause the game, I'd save the replay, look back at the replay, and then take it from there in trying to decipher the mistakes. And those games are the hardest to look at because when you look back at it, it's like, damn, you're gonna see the places you could have done better, and it's gonna be like an annoying feeling. But the more you get used to that, of just like, it doesn't mean anything, I can improve, and you keep that mindset up, then nothing can stop you, because at that point you're the only one in your way. Only you can judge you. So yeah, pretty much. I always say that because I know a lot of players quit because of the self-judgment that they place on themselves. In all honesty, Gyarados is amazing in this one, by the way. And if that's Specs Gardevoir, this is amazing. But the judgment they put on themselves, let's see. Excadrill is a bitch. I don't have a game plan. They always lead with this, and I know they're gonna lead with this, and yet I lead with something that is not this. This is interesting, right? Because sun is up, sun is out, freezing cold. So he could flamethrower here. I can see that. I can see him choosing to do that. Because he's balloon, I don't even think. Oh, interesting. So he's going that route, which I'm actually grateful for. Two reasons: it doesn't force the Zacian switch, and I get to take him off of his high horse as he's gonna Dynamax can. It's not even a 2-hit KO. Torkoal. Okay, Coley. Since I saw T-Spikes, I'm curious as to, because I'm pretty sure Recover is one of his moves. So I'm guessing it's T-Spikes, Flamethrower, Duel. As we're gonna Earth Power here, is he Dragon Tails? So this is maybe like a pseudo version of that Joey set, as we get the perfect mon. Awesome. This is what you hate to see. It probably won't die. I don't think he's the. I think he's as defensive as me. And a big part of the reason was that, you know, another mistake I made in the last game. When you have several win cons, well, I made the mistake of just trying to set up I didn't account for SD Zacian, so that was a mistake in and of itself. But even at that point, I had the edge. So if he, let's say he went the route of the SD, I had +1 defense on him already. So when he SD'd Acid Armor, if he SD'd Acid Armor, so at that point he's going for neutral hits. I actually went down. So I actually could have 1v1'd him there. Just so many mistakes. I love it. Please, guys, like, I know it sounds cheap. All right. I forgot that I had Solar Blade. Yo, that was the greatest turn of all time. Now, Quag wasn't like a massive win con, but it's huge because Quag deals with his Zacian, so I gotta play it differently. Now, I completely forgot. So really the play there was to go to Torkoal. Yo, I made a huge mistake there. Now I'm going to, what I'll do is, I'm gonna capitalize on this, and Sun turns up. He's obviously choice locked. He cannot Dynamax. I still have my Dynamax in hand. I got destroyed. And like, again, guys, please, I implore you to associate a joy, not to just making mistakes, like winning and losing doesn't matter. I did not like that I lost that game. I didn't like that I misplayed, but associate it with, don't put a negative, don't pair negative emotions when you mess up, because when you pair them like that, and I've done that in the past, I don't get this play. This is a poor play, especially because the Zacian is such a problem to me. Giving me a sun boosted flamethrower here was a very poor decision. I can still speed tie with you. Maybe he thought that, what did he have in? Didn't he switch from Zacian to Zacian? So if I was a flamethrowing Life Orb Eternatus, I would have in fact, if I just flamethrowered period, I would have 2-hit KO'd him. So maybe he feels like Zacian is the weakest link. And perhaps that's the case. I'm not sure. Let's see. I like my Eternatus a lot. Flamethrower, Behemoth Blade. Okay. So Behemoth Blade, I'll allow him to knock me out. Because what I'm trying to set up for is, we'll see. He has Wild Charge, so he shows it. I didn't think he'd show it. He can't knock me out any one move on my Zacian. I'm gonna have to stare down his Ditto again, and then at that point the Ditto can choose to Steel Move Lock. Yeah, he can. And I can't Dynamax, so that's not the route. I don't have any information on his Gardevoir yet, and that's not something I am pleased about. Well, I don't think he's gonna go. I think he's just gonna Wild Charge here, which I need him to. Right, so Reuniclus can come in. I kind of had to outplay a little bit there. So Behemoth Blade is doing 50, still doing a ton to me. But if I recover enough, then I can go for Acid Armor and take him on. Because then he's gonna switch. So he goes Drill now, which is because he's comfortable, he's confident that he can take me on. And this is where it's gonna come down to interesting things, right? If he subplots Cosmic Power Gothitelle, then my best decision here, because my rocks don't really matter anymore. I've broken what was likely a sash on the Excadrill. I could go Gyarados here, get the Intimidate, sub up, but that's premature. I'll Acid Armor here, let him Rapid Spin, so be it. Actually, that Rapid Spin did, oh yeah, it's base 50 now, right? Right. I don't have very many outs here. I kind of have to bank on the fact that the Goth isn't what I think it is, and assume that it's spexed. So I'll Psychic here. He taunts. So it might be Cosmic Power Arrest. In which case, I don't know how I would have beaten that. I had to set up before he set up, but he positioned himself so well, whether consciously or not, to where, like, so it is that set. Because Gyarados, now the upside is I can crit him and he's forced to taunt, right? So with enough crits, if I get a crit here, he dies. So it forces the rest. So on the turn that he taunts, I'll be able to Calm Mind twice. And you know what's interesting? I actually was gonna put Shed Shell. I thought about this situation before. I was gonna put Shed Shell on Ryun, but I'm glad I didn't, because a lot of these 2-hit KOs. Oh right, why did I think he rested just now? Like I literally saw a rest. Crit would be nice. He's gonna stall me out soon. I don't know why I saw a rest there, because I wasted. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I got a lot of run of leftovers. PP. I can't beat this anyway unless I crit it, so I'm gonna have to force a rest. He did rest, but he was chest, because I was like, am I tripping? He did rest. But so he's not. He's resto chesto. That's really cool, actually. So I'm guessing his other moves probably like, it's an attacking move, obviously. Come on, Runic, crit. Runicus, crit him, no! Runicus, crit him. Alright, we're gonna Dynamax here, because he should rest. And hopefully we can, come on, Runicus, crit him, no! Runicus, crit him. You hate to see it. So I'm probably gonna, even if I crit him, I lose. Because I'd have to go to Zacian to crit, unless I crit him with Gyarados, and even that won't work. Yeah. So that's two L's for the Jamster. Just gotta play better, man. I'm trying to think how I could have avoided that Goth situation. Oh, definitely not allowing QUAGSIRE to the fucking #1. Well, Quag couldn't beat Goth anyway, because it can Cosmic Power. So Curse Quag loses to God, but that would have given me another tool. Imagine if I switched Torkoal in there. So throwing that mono away there, this is gonna be a live where I just get crushed. Nah, we're gonna win. We're gonna win, and it's funny because the sun actually does not help me. It does not help me at all. But this was the original structure of the team, so I'm gonna keep it. But it would have been much better to have like a dark type over Torkoal here. That way I can deal with those Goth style of teams. Let's see if we can actually properly execute one. Very similar situation in Reuniclus being the man. I'm gonna execute it a lot better in this one. Corviknight potentially. I mean, Gyarados potentially. That'll depend because so much of his team potentially outspeeds me and can knock me out. This house speeds me up to +1. This house speeds me up to +1. Potential choice scarf, Rocky helmet. So not the best. Quag on the other hand, Mercs, especially if this is physical. Even if it's not, Dynamax on the right turn wastes Draco, recover, dies. Zacian is almost uncounterable, no Ditto, which is good, and I'm staring down what I'm expecting to be an Eternatus / Darm lead. So what I'll do here is lead Eternatus. This is excellent actually, because now I know he's gonna leave this Drillin. I don't need Eternatus at full for any particular reason. He might actually even Stealth Rock. Yep. So now he has no information on my Eternatus. So he goes Dragapult first. I could go hard Zacian. I could Dragon Tail. Gonna Dragon Tail here. I think he's probably Orb Draco. Haban allows me to eat Specs, and if I hit, it does nothing though. Not pleased with that damage output. Darn, I actually outspeed. I can come in, recover versus Corviknight. Corviknight's not as least of my concerns, but I do want to see whether this Darm is scarfed or not. I'm a flamethrower here, so he is scarf. Okay, so scarf Darm, which is important for knowing about Reuniclus, which after a CM is very difficult for him to stop. But we have to be wary of a potential Swords and Zacian once again. So if we're gunning for Gyarados, we have to deal with Scarf Darm, we have to deal with Specs Dragapult, which probably has Thunderbolt, and we have to deal with potential Wild Charge Zacian. So it's not looking good for us. It's likely going to be a Eternatus switch here. Debating whether or not I'm going to prioritize Rocks or prioritize Hazard Control. I think Rocks are better, considering everything on my team either isn't affected by Rocks or kind of have to give him the attack off here. He agilities, that's fine by me. Reuniclus just needs to see him versus that, which means he's definitely Dynamax cannoning here. Whatever. Yeah, I should have rapid spun there. Just to have it. I'm kidding. So I'll rapid spin here because he's definitely gonna go for recover. The switching back and forth may end up mattering because my QUAGSIRE and Zacian have no recovery. Now I don't have to worry about for the remainder of the game. Because QUAGSIRE is gonna be coming in a lot, and I figure, well, he's just gonna knock me out anyway, right? Sun's up. Reuniclus comes in. I should eat 2 after a Calm Mind. Ooh, that's close. Fuck, I might not eat this. I might not eat this, bros. Holy shit. So maybe I should have Earth Power spammed so that Gyarados can come in and guarantee knock him out. He's modest, right. So if this is 69, I'm definitely dead here. Fuck, modest under the sun's gonna knock me out. Reuniclus can still Quag. Why Reuniclus? Fuck. My outs were what? I'd have to go Gyarados. Gyarados dies to Dynamax cannon. If I Dynamax, I'm sure. Wrong order again, bros. Not playing well. I did not expect it to do that fucking much. Good God, man. I was confident I'd take it after. Jesus. Let's see what my outs are. I have to go to Zacian here because I have to stall out a turn of Sun. Can I win without Reuniclus, Scarf Darm? I have some hope. I have some hope. Maybe. These flamethrowers there, expected. Go Gyarados, Earthquake, Zacian, attack. Which means I'm staring down Darm with Iron Head. I curse. Dynamax on Dragapult. Maybe we have a shot here, bros. Maybe we have a shot here. Unless Earthquake knocks him out. So, misplay versus Torkoal. I should have just went for the... Actually, I don't even have to... I can just go back to Zacian here. Actually, don't have to sack this. Yeah. Zacian should take one hit. Because of bulk. Yep. Awesome. Okay, so I have an extra Pokemon. Because Darm can't knock me out. Icicle Crash from here. Darm has to come in on rocks. I'm not gonna quit. Gyarados is really just an extra sack because it can't really beat anything else. But the extra sack will matter a lot versus what I'm gonna expect will be Dragapult. And QUAGSIRE's def is boosted. So depending on his Corviknight, it's just a bulky Corviknight. Then my Quag might be able to pull this back. As we look at this curse plus, how did Dragon Tail do? Nothing, man. All right, I'm bold. I'm bold, nature, and this actually has pretty low attack. Stack's pretty shit. So he goes. This was a misplay. I can probably kill him if I get the hit off first, but if I go Quag, that gives him a Dragapult switch. If I stand and win the speed tie, it's only a chance that I knock him out. Nah. I get a guaranteed kill with Zacian anyway. So right, what do you go for? Fire Fang. Okay, that's excellent then, because now I get. Let's see what his Corviknight is, which I'm expecting to come out here. He goes Dragapult. He goes hard Dragapult. Please Quag. Please Quag. You're strong. Oh my God, man. 1%. But that's huge. That's a huge turn because again, Gyarados, sack fodder, Dragapult. It's dead now. Because he's gonna probably go for the. Oh, it doesn't matter what he goes for. Dynamax is. So I still have my Dynamax in hand that I can use versus Corvi. And he's really weak to this right now. Because now his Zacian goes down if he goes to it trying to risk the speed tie. And I think I have to. No, I can go. If he loses the speed tie, he dies. But he's still gonna go for the Darm hacks. So let me think. If I Dynamax, Darm can't hacks me. So if I win the speed tie here, I knock out his Zacian. Then he goes to Darmanitan and has to Flare Blitz lock, which gives me a setup. Or I can hard switch to QUAGSIRE here, recover as he goes Darm. And I still have to play the same thing. I'm open to risking the speed tie here as I win it and blow him away. He could have been adamant too. I don't know why he kept going Zacian over Darm. I know you're Scarf. Maybe he didn't want to Flare Blitz lock, which is understandable. He's definitely not Flare Blitzing here. He's going for Icicle Crash. That way Quag can't come in. Oh, Earthquake. Excelente. So let's see what the only downside I can see is if the, well, not the only one, but the biggest downside is if the Corviknights bulk up too. And it's been it's been that kind of game, that kind of live for sure, where like every move set that could go wrong is the move set my opponent has. And the sucky thing about it is I think his defense, I may ignore like boosts, but I don't think I ignore like his defense raises. Body press, he has far less PP than I, and I have Dynamax in hand, and I can Earthquake him, so maybe a crit. We'll see. His body presses are decently strong right now, so I'm gonna recover. What did he just go for? Oh, that was a crit. Okay, so maybe I should have kept. Nah, because if he Icicle Crash there until he killed my Quag, that was a done deal. Nah, the play was always the same with Zacian there. I didn't expect him to Earthquake. I expected him to Icicle Crash. If I Earthquake, then he went, and I went Quag, then I would have had Zacian here as an extra mon. So let's see how much Liquidation is doing. As Body Press literally misses. Oh, you do it. You do ignore it. Blessings, 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 Blessings. Oh, you know I'm Dynamaxing. I'm not playing with this darn man. I will not be flinched. Put him in the dirt, Quag. Oh, get big on him. Alright, so we finally won a game. As you can see, we're improving from our mistakes. Still making plenty of them, but definitely improving. Your boy is flawed, ladies and gentlemen, man. Like, we can't... I want to take away all notions you may have to think Jam. Now, when I'm like trained, I haven't done any training in a couple days, actually a week and a half now. But like I'm gonna get back on it. I'm recording a ton of videos to be coming out this month, bros, and I got the launch setting up, so it's a lot coming soon. I'm just gonna be the last game. Let's try to get 2-2. It's gonna be last coming soon, but. Actually, no, fuck it. We going all the way. Let's go positive, baby. Alright. I can't get over the Ditto blasting my QUAGSIRE, man. That shit was lit. He has a Sableye, and that's actually part of the reason why I have T-Spikes on the team with Eternatus, so that I can badly poison their dark type, because a team like this is exactly what CM Runiclus would like. I don't have any toxic herbs. I do enjoy Sub-Gyarados in this one. I do enjoy Zacian. However, I can't touch Arcanine at all. But Torkoal comes in on Arcanine. It's actually problematic versus this team. So, all that being said, Gyarados potential sweep, Runiclus depending on if he gives up Sableye early. QUAGSIRE maybe. You know, it's probably gonna be around for Zacian. Torkoal is gonna be my Arcanine. Pivot, because you know it's not gonna be taking any rocks damage. So Eternatus, not sure what to expect from this. Gonna T-Spike here. I think he's going to scout for what I have, because you don't want to get Dynamax Cannon here. I'm gonna Flamethrower hard. Yeah, you'd go Zacian, anticipating a potential Dynamax Cannon. So Zacian could die here. I could knock out his Zacian. But in these games, you want to think about, well, after the fact, right? What's your game plan? What happens after the fact? So me trading about 58% on my Eternatus for his Zacian means what? After the fact, so let's say I go Torkoal here. Torkoal gets Sun Up and invites Eternatus, which I can't switch well in. So I'm not starting to identify the patterns and the things that I'm weak to. I could also do the sequence of QUAGSIRE, recover, inviting Eternatus, most likely. But it's a little easier to deal with, because then at the very least Zacian, you can deal with a sun boosted hit, you know. That would mean Zacian is still around for potential Runiclus. I'm gonna kill it as he goes Eternatus, which means he has to Dynamax Cannon here, which is good. I seem to just be attacking what's in front of me, so I don't think he's gonna expect me to predict. Yeah, and this is phenomenal positioning for me, because I can Behemoth Blade. No, I'm not gonna Behemoth Blade here. Actually, I am gonna Behemoth Blade, because I'm expecting Arcanine. Arcanine sequence goes Arcanine, Eternatus, because I was gonna double the Eternatus, but I'm like, he's just gonna Will-O-Wisp as I go Eternatus anyway. He expects me to have Dynamax Cannon, so I'll T-Spike here. I'll T-Spike again. Dragon Tail. He snarls, so he's the Snarl variant. Interesting. I lose a lot of momentum if he goes hard Eternatus here. I'm gonna Dragon Tail here. Oh, but I want 2 layers. So if I Eternatus, nah, the most value comes out of Dragon Tailing here. If he goes Eternatus, I get some chip. I mean, whatever that means, yeah. The new Rayquaze, please hit. I get some chip, nice chip. As now, if he chooses to go to Eternatus, which he won't, he's actually left over his Arcanine. It's a problem for him. Yeah, I figured you wouldn't. So positionally, he's actually up. That's a problem for you, because now, because I want to be careful of the snarls. That's gonna matter when my Reuniclus starts setting up. So he goes Hardy Tornadus. Okay, I'm still gonna Dragon Tail here. Yeah, I knew he'd predict there, but even if he didn't, that wasn't a prediction per se. That was more so, well, if you stay in the Dynamax cannon, solid Toxic Spikes here. Phenomenal play. I don't know if you have knockoff. He wouldn't go Eternatus here. You wouldn't go Eternatus. Well, actually, you know my moveset, don't you? Yeah, you wouldn't. He has knockoff, so he gets to Heat Rock. Actually, let's Lava Plume here. It would be a big deal if he stayed in. Arcanine comes in. Arcanine actually can't harm me. He can Snarl, but now I have rocks. Yeah, so he gave me a free turn of rocks. It's gonna be a big deal versus Zacian. You want to run heavy duty boost 100%. And you give me the opportunity to go back to Eternatus. So now that you gave me rocks and Dragon Tail Eternatus and I have Sun Up, you're in for a wild ride, my friend. As Recover is the move. Ooh, yeah, I'll Recover. I don't think he's going to go hard Eternatus. If you take rocks and you potentially take Dragon Tail, you don't want that. You hate to see that. As we're in a T-Spike here, as he goes Corviknight. Probably packing Defog. So I'm gonna have to probably stare down Eternatus again. But now Sun isn't up. Now goes Zacian here. Even if you're flamethrowers, I don't need Zacian to be at full for any particular reason. And now we're staring. The Arcanine is staring down Zacian. He's probably 100% flamethrowing here. Yeah, that's a good play. As long as he doesn't burn me, I'm good. As we will Behemoth Blade. Arcanine comes in, is forced to take the hit. And the way he's playing, I think I'm nearing the point where I have enough information to destroy him, because right now rocks are up. Arcanine is showing me his moveset. This is where it's gonna get real interesting for me, because he's probably gonna Snarl here. That's fine. Oh, so he doesn't Snarl. You forgot that my Eternatus. So me flamethrowing him here is huge, because that means Gyarados is opened up. So we T-Spike here. Perfect. So he's gonna Dragon move here because he knows it's too much of a risk for me to go Eternatus. Not Eternatus. So depending on what I get on the Dragon Tail, because my Eternatus is just so good. I say that so much. Eternatus. I'm just debating if I Dynamax Cannon now. I can be a little more patient. I think I can be a little more patient. So let's see if I go to Zacian now and he knocks that out. What do I send in afterwards versus this? Is my question, right? I think it's more beneficial to just eat the Dynamax Cannon and take this damage. He actually goes for Recover, which is excellent if I connect. So if I get something good, that's not okay. Ditto, I'll take Ditto. The best Ditto can do is go for Dragon Tail. So I'll Recover here. If he Dragon Tail locks, I'm okay with that. If he T-Spikes back, problematic, but that only matters versus Quag and Torkoal. And my Eternatus comes in so often that I don't think that's in his best interest. So it goes to Zacian, which is dope. Because now I'm pretty sure he's gonna attempt to pivot back to his Eternatus to eat up the flamethrower, and then attempt to fire off a Dynamax Cannon. I don't think he's gonna just sack this. But because the Eternatus is so high on health, okay, he actually gives me the Zacian. Maybe he thought he would knock me out there. I'm pretty sure this is just getting frustrating as well. So he's gonna go Eternatus here. beyond a shadow of a doubt. So Ditto is poisoned, which is huge for Gyarados. He actually goes Sableye. Don't know why. I do, but because he wants normal poisoning, because he can tell I'm trying to badly poison him. But I don't think that's the move that got him the most momentum out of that turn, you know. So I'll Dragon Tail again on his taunt, most likely. And if I get Arcanine here, Gucci. Oh no, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. So he's definitely gonna go for knock here, or either way. My best play here is to position Zacian in. It covers an Eternatus switch, and it forces this Arcanine in forces this Arcanine in on. Well, he did force Arcanine. I'm surprised he went Eternatus, because I could have Dragon Tailed him, but he's burnt, wouldn't take any damage. Yada yada yada. So we're nearing the point where I can get rocks back up again, as we're gonna Behemoth Blade. He tanks. Wow. Doesn't matter too much. Not poison. So I'm trying to avoid that Corviknight from getting a ton of boosts back. So I gotta go Rune here, because it threatens him too much. Plus, I don't think he's gonna know that I have acid armor, because I could have something over acid armor, you know. So you know, his prerogative here is to taunt and what's his face. And I have not shown Earth Power yet. I do not believe. I mean, it's free. It's free Earth Power. Excellent, as he does hard switch. I mean, that was his only switch in. Torkoal is a problem. You never thought you'd hear those words, right? As we're getting, Torkoal is now a huge problem. A huge problem, especially if he goes Ditto. That's a free sub. Obviously, under Sun, that's not my best bet. And the Corviknight still hasn't shown any moves. So, Torkoal, the Ditto rears ugly head. Torkoal is way more important than me outplaying this Ditto regardless. I'm just debating whether or not knockoff taunt, Corviknight. Probably has Will-O-Wisp Snarl, learning sign, because Gyarados behind the sub in and of itself might just sweep. Eternatus is now very hard to beat. So let's go to my weakest link. I was wondering, will he rocks? Which was my bigger concern. Will he go for rocks? He didn't. So now Corviknight's gonna rear his ugly head. Sun is gonna end. It's probably max defense Corviknight if it did that much. I'll let it heal. Depending on what his Corviknight set is, he's gonna get massacred by this. I'll Earthquake spam. Yeah, this doesn't really work out for him in the long run, especially if I get the curse plays right. And he does, like, so I must find out what his other moves are. Every time Torkoal comes in, it's a kill. So yeah, I Earthquake spam because I'm expecting Sableye to rear its head soon. And what I want to do is remove Sableye, that way Runiclus can start going ham as he goes Arcanine. Okay, that's Doggo is definitely annoying. So really go Eternatus. The T-Spikes are going to literally be for this Arcanine. I'm going to get 2 of them up, but I'll recover first. I'm way faster. He shouldn't have E-Speed. He should have a fire move as his last slot, so he can actually harm Zacian and, you know, steel types and whatnot. So there's nothing he can go to knock me out. Corviknight is within flamethrower range, and once I get up these 2 layers, Gyarados just comes in and sits and sits and sits. So yeah, bros, house tour going crazy, man. I want to thank all of y'all for picking up the book. The forfeit. Oh, never mind. Okay, so just flamethrower here. Flamethrower in conjunction with it's Pedef. My man said, I'm tired of you having your item, bro. That's fine. A little patient this out. I thought he fucking Toxic Spike back. I swore I saw a Toxic Spike back. Earth Power is free. You know, Lava Plume is better. He should recover here. Even if he goes hard Arcanine, I just Earth Power into the Snarls. Lava Plume plus Earth Power should knock him out. GG, bro. Good game, bro. That was a good game. That was intense. That was intense as we're 2-2, but it's an hour long, bro. You got an hour long live. Jamster is flawed, just like everybody else. So if you are losing, if I can make so many mistakes, you can make mistakes too. I make mistakes every day. Do you not watch my video? Every day. But yeah, that Halucha, was that Halucha? No, what game was that? But yeah, the first dude of the Pelipper, well played, and then the other dude just smacked us with Gobs. But I'm glad Torkoal got the opportunity to shine. Merchandise coming out soon, guys. So if you're wondering what the house tour is, let me tell you. The house tour is something going on right now in the Academy Discord where there is each house, you get put in a house based on taking the house quiz, sort of like a personality test plus a playstyle test. You get put in a house filled with other brothers, your brotherhood, and then you guys compete against other houses each week, and then you'll be able to go in the playoffs towards the end of the season if you make it, and then compete for the house cup for whoever is the dominant house. So that's gonna be going on for about 6 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks, and depends, about 5 weeks. First week just ended, so if you want to be a part of that, there's still time. There's those who get picked are always rotated, and people are always looking. If you're a VGC player, we need you. All the houses looking for good players. Come through, have a good time. I'm gonna be having something called a day tour as well, which is sort of like a ladder but for the academy. So what I want to do is have a bot set up to where, so if you're good with bots and programming those things, please hit me up. Say it in the comment section or wherever, this Discord. We need to talk. But set up a bot to where it's like a showdown server, so where you play on the tournaments, you play at the tournaments, you know, the more wins you rack up, then we, you know, come second, or just for participating you get 1 point. If you win you get 4 or 5 points, you know, second place gets 3, and you know, throughout the week whoever becomes like the server king for that week will get like a server king role and has like reign over the server and the domain and cool points and all that. So I think that's just gonna be a fun way to interact, help players who want to test their mettle get better, and it's just a good time, man. Nothing but positivity in the academy. So all you negative motherfuckers that I've been kicking out of my comment section, let me see y'all today and see what you get. But yeah, let me see you guys in the next one. Peace.